All right, there we go. We are live. Hello, everybody. I hope all of you are doing very well. Thank you for joining me on this Friday evening. I do appreciate y'all. Y'all know that. Thank you so very much to all my subscribers and to all those of you who are participating, and for your comments, your thumbs up, your support of this channel. You know, I really do appreciate it. And for those of you who are visiting for the first time, thank you for stopping by. I hope you decide to join the real family and subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give me that thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And for anybody who is wanting a personal tarot reading, please visit my website www.therealtarot1123.com. All that information is in the description box, and you can also email me via the website, send me a message, or you can even just directly email me. My email address is therealtarot1123@gmail.com. Even that is in the description box. You can go onto the website, and it is very, very easy to navigate, very user friendly. The website will show you all the different kinds of readings I do. You can put in all the necessary information, and you can also pick and choose the date and time for your reading, and make the necessary payment. Then you will get a confirmation from me. If I do not confirm a specific time and date that you have requested, that is clearly to say because I have another engagement that has popped up all of a sudden. Usually I know my schedule well in advance, and so I tend to block out the days and times when I know I have something else going on. But once in this odd while, my work comes a calling, and I'll have to jump on a conference call or something like that, and then I will not be able to, of course, confirm. But I will always try to reschedule. So having said that, Sunshine Dragonfly, I have sent you an email with the date and time that I can do the reading for you. Just confirm it via email, then I will go ahead and set up the Zoom for you. Okay, so that's that. And a couple of another announcements. Susie Q, I know there was some problem in terms of you being able to access your videos via my website. So like I said, I have checked on my end. I've had my tech department check it as well, and from what we can see, everything seems to be fine. And I want to be very, very clear about a couple of things. If somebody is paying for a subscription, the goal is to ensure that they get what they have paid for. So if for whatever reason you are having issues as far as you being able to watch the video in its entirety or not, I have checked on my end. However, for the benefit of of doubt, and I also want to make sure that my subscribers and the members always feel like that they are not being taken for a ride or not being taken advantage of. I'm very transparent that way. So I did go ahead and refund your subscription amount, because there's no point if you're always having issues watching the video, then what's the point of you paying that subscription? Nobody else has had this problem, just as an FYI. So this is the first time we popped up with that case, because I went and enrolled myself as a completely different person, paid the subscription, and I was able to see the videos. I had my tech guy do that himself. He was able to see the videos. So I don't know what's going on as far as either the internet, whatever service at your end, and I don't know. So I couldn't tell you. Anyhow, just so you know that the money is not wasted, I did go ahead and refund it to you. So that's taken care of. I'm very transparent about these things. I'm kind of, what's the word? If I were a consumer, how would I feel? That's how I always look at things. So another thing I wanted to address is I am not able to switch your, if somebody has a request for a week ahead reading and all of a sudden they want to get the month ahead reading too, I cannot just, I can, technically I can, but it causes a lot of concern. Like if you get the week ahead reading for a couple of 2-3 months and then say that, you want to do something else, do the month ahead reading, I'm not going to be just switching out this subscription for that, because it causes a lot of problem for me. It also causes a lot of problem as far as accounting is concerned, and I just want to make sure everything is, you know, streamlined and transparent and that sort of a stuff. So if I make that offer to one individual, then I have to offer the same courtesy to everybody else, anybody else who has the same, you know, question. So I'm just not going to do that. You know, if you do like the week ahead readings, great for you. If you don't want to just limit yourself to this, but also want to have a look at the month ahead readings, then you will have to subscribe separately for that. So I just want to be very clear about it. Once I make a what's the word, give leeway to one particular individual asking me of this, and there's nothing wrong in asking, but if I offer this, extend this courtesy to one person, then I have to essentially offer this courtesy to anybody else who might ask the same question, and that gets too complicated, so I'm not going to go into that. And I want to be very transparent about these things, y'all. I just, anywho. So let's see. Having said all of that, before I get started, let me just say the disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are my opinions and my observations. Please do your own research, do your own diligence, and draw your own conclusions, okay? Okay, so now we can get started. Alia Ali, Eid Mubarak Ho. I think it is 2 days late. So anyway, Sunshine Dragonfly. Okay, we got that squared away as far as the time difference goes. Always for the Fridays, I schedule it for 7 p.m. Sometimes maybe 6:45, but I don't usually do it any earlier than that. Aquarius girl, hello. Oh my God. Oh, how cool. Congratulations, Aquarius girl. Aww. All right. Courtney, hey girl. Then Sherilyn Schaffner, hello. Tammy, hello. Susie Q, hello. Then who else do we got? Of course, we have Alia Ali. Then Gypsy girl, hello, and thank you for being here. Okay. Susie Q. She's going all in. Joe G for Stemia, nice to meet you. Hello, thank you for joining us. I do appreciate you, and welcome to the real family. Moon and Stars, hey, how are you, girl? We haven't seen you in a while, though. Thank you for joining us. Pauline, you've been missing for a while, too. Good to see you here. A Scout Inquirer, hey, hey, hey. We're doing good. How are you? And how are your recruiters doing? Carrie Finley, hello. We have who else? I'm missing somebody. Oh no, Susie Q. No, see, here's the thing. Let me be very clear about this thing. Not that I wanted to, just say, oh, I don't want Susie Q to subscribe. That's not the intention. See, because these week ahead readings, as you know, they're about 15-20 minutes max, right? So if you're having trouble loading the whole video and watching it, there's no point in you paying additional and getting the monthly subscriptions, because the monthly videos are way longer than that. Okay, so please understand that. I mean, I'm just being like very, very transparent here. So if you are unable to watch these shorter videos in its entirety, then clearly you're going to have more trouble with the longer videos, right? Because it's the buffering and the loading and what have you. So I don't want you to feel like, oh my God, I upgraded, now I want to see the monthly videos and I'm stuck with the same problem. That's the only intention. Not that I don't want you to subscribe or I don't want you to watch the videos. I mean, that's not the intention. So I was looking at it purely from the tech aspect. So give it some time. Just see if there's something to do with, I don't know, maybe your download speed on your internet. I know sometimes that causes problem because you have your internet strength, right? And then you have your upload speed and you have your download speed as well. Sometimes if your download speed is not where it should be, then it takes ever so long to download certain videos. So maybe you check on that, and once that will settle down, absolutely. I just don't want you to waste your money. I mean, I'm being very, so take it. Like, my intentions are genuine, so take it for what it is. Elizabeth, hey, we are doing well, thank you. How are you doing? All right. Big hugs to everybody. Thank you, Scout Inquirer. I think Sherilyn said she had to give her mom meds or something like that. Yeah, but we'll be here. Sherilyn, you are not to text and drive. I'm telling you that, okay? Auntie, hello, girl. My Manx, hello. Christine Van Buren, hello. Terry Newcomb, hello. Carrie Finley, hello. All right, so let's get started because we're already at 7:07, right? So today I decided to do two videos. Yeah, it just could be a download speeds. Fix that, girl, and then we'll figure this out. Don't worry about it, okay? Not that I don't want you to have access to the video. I put in so much of effort. I do it so that y'all get the information. So I have no other hidden agenda, just so you know. All right, so I decided to do this two readings, okay? One is for this fella called Bart Schleyer, Schleyer, and another one is for Maile Elizabeth Hanson. Now, the person who asked me to do a reading for Maile Elizabeth Hanson is Sunshine Dragonfly, so thank you for that, and a shout out to Sunshine Dragonfly. Susie Q had also sent me an email. I will do that. Susie Q, is just that I'd already decided on these two, so I left that for another time. And of course, I will give shout outs when I do that. So that was a weird case though. I mean, I just looked at a little bit of it and I was like, exactly what you said in the email. So just so you know, I think I'll do that next Friday. Shout out to Sunshine Dragonfly. Now, Bart Schlayer. A little bit of background information as far as Afro-human, hey girl, little bit of, oh, that's okay. I hope you're feeling better now, you know. Anywho, so, he is a dude who's known in the, like he did a lot of hunting and wildlife, something or the other. So if you are just a wildlife conservationist, if that's the right way, then he wouldn't be going around hunting animals with bow and arrow. So I am a little bit biased because sure, you know, are you hunting animals for the sake of pleasure, or do those animals specifically need to be culled because of overpopulation, disease, that sort of a thing? That's a whole nother story, right? But if you're, you know, how they had those doctors and those dentists and all those people a couple of years ago, it was all over the internet where they went hunting in Africa and for sport and hunted and killed that lion Carl. That was so sad. Oh my God, it was so sad. Well, shame on them. But then again, how people like that go and do that for sport and come back here and they're so proud about it and all that stuff. And particularly when you're talking about animals such as, you know, the lions, the tigers and things like that, that, you know, are just now coming back from, maybe some of them from the brink of extinction or whatever, and they still are not in the clear. Why would you want to go and do that? You know, it wasn't a case of that particular lion needed to be culled because of disease or old age or to keep the population under check so that there was enough to go around for all the other lions. That wasn't even the case. It was a full-on sport, right? Hunting. But on the other hand, you have a lot of people here within the United States who go hunting for deer and this, that, and the other, which the game and whatever those people are called, the game wardens or whatever, they kind of keep a track, right? They're pretty strict about, do you have a license and how many can you tag a year and not, and that sort of a stuff. But how is it that the United States is so lax in terms of what our citizens go and do in other countries? Sure, you know, in a particular way, you can say those other countries don't care, so why should our government care? That's one way of looking at it. But on the other hand, if the United States was really that into exactly sustenance versus sport, absolutely. If we are all about conservation and, you know, all of that stuff, don't you think once the government finds out that these people have been going and doing this hunting and whatever, they should kind of fine them or something, you know, to dissuade them from continuing to do that? I mean, that's not fair, right? You go to another country and deplete their resources. Now, of course, those other countries, their governments also need to take responsibility in this. There is no doubting that, and I'm not denying that. But we can get into a whole nother, political thingy. Then some vegan is going to pop up and say, yeah, but then you eat meat and beef and this and that falls into the sustenance versus sport category. So, I mean, we can go on and on about this all day long, but anywho, this guy, I am not so quick to say that, oh, he was an expert and he did a lot of good and this, that, and the other. I believe he was just somebody who was always into hunting animals. I mean, am I biased? Probably. Am I entitled to my opinions? Probably. Absolutely, just as you are. And again, I do believe he could have been a fantastic marksman. I mean, there is no doubting that. We are not talking about that. But if you're going to go into the wilderness in Alaska with just a bow and arrow, off onto this whatever 7-day or 10-day trip on your own with nothing to help you except a bow and arrow, I don't think a bow and arrow is really going to be that much of a protection as would a firearm. Now, again, I'm sure a lot of people will step forth and say, well, that's not right, that's not true. You can very well be protected and protect yourself with just a bow and arrow. Look, y'all, I'm just talking about my perspective. So if somebody gets their knickers in a twist about it, well, it's your knickers and you're twisting them, not my problem. Like I say, not my monkey, not my circus, so I won't bother about that. Delvin, hey, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that Zoom business. We are always going to have a Zoom on every last Saturday. So if not then hopefully you'll join us sometime, right? Okay, so that's about Bart Schleyer. A lot of people are like, oh, he was the greatest and he was the bestest and this, that, and the other. Well, okay, fine. That's fine. Well, that's true. A fishing pole might be better for sustenance in Alaska, absolutely. But if you're going against, animals like the bears and wolves and wolverines and stuff, I don't think a fishing pole would really help you that much, right? But in terms of having the ability to feed yourself, sure. So that's that about him. So he was born on March 5th, 1955, and it's said that he died on September 14, 2004. He's a Pisces and he died in Virgo season. I'm seeing some okay, so I won't get distracted with that. So I did a little bit of my whatever workings behind the scene. For him, the first house and the second house are very, very active. So if he is a Pisces, the first house talks about how you present yourself and how you would like people to perceive you to be. It's all about you, like your image, right? And as we know, Pisces is ruled by Jupiter and it is also ruled by Neptune, right? So Jupiter is expanses. And so therefore you could say he was always drawn to the wilderness because of the open spaces, etc. And then we have Neptune. Neptune is water, and Neptune talks about confusion, illusions, and dreams. Did he have any illusions about his power and his ability to protect himself with just a bow and arrow? Probably. I will also say, look, I don't know this man personally. I'm just like, I've never met him, whatever. I'm just reading what I see in terms of astrology, numerology, tarot, etc., and whatever downloads I get, if you will. So I also want to say he might have been a really great guy, friendly and humble and this and that and all that fancy stuff. But I also feel that that there was a little bit of arrogance as far as, y'all, you know what I just noticed? My left shoulder I'm slightly aligned like that. I just noticed it, and I'm thinking it's because of my rotator cuff situation I had on the shoulder. But anyhow, on a side note, right? Squirrel. So was he a little bit of an egotistical kind of a person in the sense that, sure, he was. I can see it here. Is it justified? Did he earn it? Because, he'd been doing this forever and a day. He was considered to be somewhat of an expert. He's traveled all over the world. And sure, with that level of achievement and confidence, absolutely, there is a percentage of arrogance that sets in. Let's face it, whether we agree or not, it is a fact. So, oh my God, I'm heating up, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to have to put on the fan. Oh my goodness. Shoot. Buddy, are you not hot, baby? I have the AC going on and I'm still hot. Oh, watch out, kid. All right. I'm so sorry, y'all. I was just like, it's hot as heck. Woo! All right, so So with that level of confidence and level of achievement, publicity, fame, whatever have you, there was a little bit of arrogance, a little bit of ego in play too. But to what level was he? I mean, how self-confident was he that just a bow and arrow was going to protect him? I don't know, y'all. I mean, heck, I don't know. So, anywho, that's that, right? So let's take a look at his situation. His name is Bart, B-A-R-T, Schleyer, S-C-H-L-E-Y-E-R. If I'm not mistaken, that's either Austrian or German. Schleyer. Yeah, so. Oh, thank you, Scout Inquirer. I have to say, y'all, I have now been pulling out things that, I think my dress is all crooked, pulling out stuff that I wasn't able to fit in. Yes, that's the one, Joji. I've been on a little bit of a health trip, if you will, and I am finally able to knock off all the weight. I mean, not all of it, it's coming off slowly, that I had put on because of my illness last year and all the medication and all the inactivity and all of that. So I'm pretty stoked about it. It's not going to all drop off in 1 month, and that would be dangerous, but I'm getting there. So I'm saying, oh, I can wear this now. Oh, I can wear that now. I can fit into it. So there we go. Anyway, I should do a video one time talking about my health. I'm not going to say health struggles, but at least my experiences the past 2.5, 3 years, what I went through. So hopefully people would, somebody, hopefully they'll benefit from hearing what, when, and how. So Slayer to me, yeah, that's right, Susie Q. That's the irony of it, right? So yeah, he was quite a bit of a ladies' man too, that's for sure. All right, so let's figure this one out. Let's get on with this reading. I'm wondering if I should do that or should I just go in for. I was going to say, should I just go in for the kill, but that would have been. See, that's fine. Capturing, radio collaring, and tracking tigers and all that is fine. That's great and dandy. But, I don't know. He was also a huntsman. That's what I heard. But like I said, just my opinions. So we have Sagittarius, not surprised because he has Pisces and Jupiter, rules Sag and Pisces, and he has Mercury, right? Quicksilver, absolutely. Then we have Scorpio, not surprised. I'm going to pull 1. I'm not going to do 5. I'm going to do 4 this time. And then we have the air card, okay? So let's take a look at all that and see where all that is going. Right off the bat, right? This is what I'm taking. We have the, I'm not surprised. These energies. And then we have Temperance, so much of Jupiter energy and Sagittarius energy. And the Emperor. Without a doubt, there is a lot of, him being perceived to be a leader, him being perceived to be an expert, egotistical as well. So let's take it. He's a Pisces, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th house. 10th house talks about career, reputation, etc., life goals, etc. And he was on, so that Sagittarius is his 10th house. 10th house talks about career, reputation, models, and life goals. And then you have the death card, okay, 13, the death card, right on top of it. So that talks about change and rebirth. So what this is telling me is absolutely, without a doubt, his demise would have come from his place of work, okay, or while he was working or while he was doing a project. That's how that is what this is signifying to me. So, when we talk about people having an accident and work and passing, or people going to work and like on the way to work or whatever, something to do with that sort of a thing, and passing due to accidents or whatever, this talks about an ending coming while he was on a job, be it an expedition, be it a whatever, foray into Alaska or wherever he went to, or whatever he was doing, project research, whatever. Then we have Mercury, right? And Mercury rules Gemini and it rules Virgo, right? And you have the Tower card. Let's look at Gemini. Where is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fourth and seventh house. So it talks about emotions, home, affairs at the end of life, and seventh house talks about contracts, relationships, marriage, partners, etc. So with Mercury being here, it talks about being very volatile in terms of, not volatile, that's a wrong word, very mercurial in the way he thought and processed relationships, the way he thought and processed family and home and emotions and relationships in terms of his partners, his marriage, if he was married. I don't think he was married, but whatever, his significant other. He was very mercurial about it. He wasn't the kind of a person who was so much about, the stability and the family life, I want to be in one place. It was more like a nomadic type of a psyche. So he really had no big draw towards settling down and being a family man and having a home, and he wasn't emotional about those kind of things. If he had a girlfriend, of course, they say that he was a ladies' man. Well, I suppose that satisfied the physical aspect of his life, whatever that may be, right? We also have to be respectful when we talk about these kind of personal things when somebody has passed. At the end of the day, we may like them or not, but anyhow. And then we have Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is the sister sign to Pisces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ninth house talks about distant travel. It talks about intellect, right? And it also talks about that Scorpio, his ninth house, distant travel, intellect, etc. And then we have Temperance here. Now, what is Temperance? Temperance talks about having the ability to find balance in life, not to do anything in excess. But Temperance also says there is a weakness to overdo things as well. There is definitely a weakness to overdo things and also to be a little overly confident and just overdo things, and then in that mix of whatever, you tend to make mistakes, right? So he was so confident with his abilities, with his knowledge, etc., that for him it was like nothing different than making a cup of coffee and drinking, in the sense that there wasn't really as much preparation as you think you would do if you were going on an expedition, because he was such an expert. It just came to him naturally, and probably did. But I'm going to say he also lacked to a certain extent ensuring that he had all his ducks in a row before he went. Because of that level of confidence, yeah, he can survive, he'll be fine, don't worry about it, that kind of an attitude. And then we have the air card, which is again seventh house, again talks about friends, marriage, contracts, partners and relationships. And then you have the Emperor card sitting over there. So here's the thing, as far as his partnerships, be it intimate or otherwise, contracts, friendship, this, that and the other, he might have been the world's nicest guy, but he also would come across as being somebody who was a little bit like alpha type of a personality. Whether he genuinely was an alpha male or not, I don't know, but he would have come across as that, come across as somebody who had the ability to make decisions, and he sure did, because if he was into all this conservation thing, well, clearly, right, a leader, a decision maker, that sort of a thing. But with that also came I assure you, if you talk to people who knew him, they'll be like, yeah, there were moments when he really lost his temper and he would get mad because we hadn't organized things or done something right, or he didn't like it. There would have been moments like that. So he would have had these moments of being overly aggressive, okay? So that's that. Now let's get started. I see a lot of, hey Lucinda, how are you? I might have missed some saying hi, Delvin, hi. So, oh, Lucinda, happy belated birthday. All right, that's cool. Oh. Okay, so let's not go into all of that. I don't know if I want to use this. I'm not going to use this deck. This is another deck. I'll just leave that. I'll use this one. This is what's it called? The Crow Tarot. I don't even know somebody. I don't know who it is. Anyway, I won't worry about it. I won't worry about it. So we'll see. So very interesting, right? So let us see what transpired, or what went on here or such. I don't know, it's been a while since I have pulled charms, but today I feel like I want to pull some charms. Let's see what pops up. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Oh my God, for real. That is the meditation, yoga kind of a thing, right? We do have a cross. We'll figure out these things. Will absolutely have a butterfly. Weird things. Never expected this. Never expected that. It's so funny. I'm getting animals like bird, seashell. So weird, right? You have the butterfly, you have the seashell or the starfish. I would have expected some of the animal charms pop up, but they haven't. So I have 4. I'm going to pull one more. I even expected a weapon to pop up in the charms, right? Oh my God, this is so weird, y'all. Look at that. So it's like almost like, it's so weird, because he's got the starfish, he's got the butterfly, he's got the meditation, the yoga thingy, he's got this symbol, the hand and the eye, and then he's got a cross. That is so weird. Let's figure out what that is. At the moment, I don't know. So let's see what that is. So we have the Fool card. Can you see? Right? The Fool card. Actually, here, let's move that up. I'm just going to move all this up so we'll have space. Of course, you all can't see it, but I know it's here. Yeah, that is so weird. It's almost like he's at peace. That's what I'm seeing. The energy I'm getting from these charms that have popped up is that he's at peace. So yeah, he's probably at peace, happy he died doing what he always wanted and loved. So maybe that's what is bringing that peace. And then we have the Chariot card. Come on, baby, focus. There we go. Right? These are beautiful cards, y'all. After I got the first deck, I liked them so much, I went and got myself another deck. So I really like it. Then there is the 9 of Swords. A lot of anxiety and grief. Okay. And then we have the 7 of Cups. Oh my God, y'all, this is no jokes. Okay. So we have Sagittarius and the Death card, right? And then we have the Fool card. Now, what did I say Sagittarius was? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th house. 9th house talked about intellect and travel and all that stuff. and the death card. So while he was traveling on one of his endeavors, he passed. But here's the Fool card. The Fool card does tell us that you're going off on a adventure, a journey without a care in the world. Fool card also, in the traditional tarot, when you look at the Fool card, it almost looks like the Fool is really not prepared to go on this adventure. But it's like, hey, anyway, I'm just going off on the lark and just going off without being totally prepared. I'll deal with things when it comes. I have one foot on the cliff and one foot off the cliff, so I'm just going to take a gander and jump into the wild unknown and go off. It literally looks like that he was really not prepared as he should have been when he went on this excursion, this whatever you want to call it. So it does say that there was an element of not taking this seriously and not being well prepared, and almost like, oh, it's not a big thing, I'll just go and do this and come back, it's going to be fine, I'm going to be fine, that kind of an attitude. Then we have Mercury and the Tower card, and then we have the Chariot card. What did I say about Mercury, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 7th house. 4, 5, 6, 7th house. 4th and 7th was emotions, home, etc. And 7th house was contracts, friends, marriage. So with the with the Chariot card here, which is a Cancer card, right? So this says that for him, he really didn't. So when we look at the Chariot card, it talks about it's not just having the horsepower to go and do whatever you want to do, travel, momentum, moving on, that sort of a thing. It also talks about what strength does the charioteer have, or the driver, if it's a car, have. Does he or she have the ability to manage those energies and to make sure that those energies are well balanced, well matched, so that it can take you on the right path without any drama happening? So if your wheels are not aligned in your car, sure enough, you're going to have a problem. Your drive is not going to be fair. If you're literally managing a chariot with 2 horses, they both have their own energies and they're equally powerful. If you don't know how to control them and manage and harness that energy, one is going to go this way, one, you know what I mean. So the driver, the charioteer, should also be experienced enough and knowledgeable enough to be able to manage these energies, if you're able to manage the energies, then you can of course figure out what speed is the right speed, which direction to take, and that sort of a thing. But you don't have the ability to manage those energies, then obviously your trajectory, your path, your journey is going to be a little bit skewed, right? So this also talks about the fact that maybe he really didn't have the ability to manage relationships like long term. He didn't know how to do that. Some people suck at relationships. They just don't know how to or what to, or that sort of a thing. Is it a mental block, or is it something that they'd much rather be by themselves? So I feel for him, he didn't know how to manage relationships, and also to a certain extent he didn't care to. Also for him it was like, okay, if it all falls into place, fine, but would he have personally done, how there are a lot of people who do the very minimum in a relationship to just kid on by, and there are those who put in everything into a relationship. He's one of these people who would have done, whatever it is, but really, did he truly want to? No, he would have done it just, okay, I have to do it kind of a thing. And it's not a bad thing that some people are just configured that way. So whatever. Then we have Scorpio, right? And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000. We talk about distant travel, etc., the intellect, etc., and we also talk about remember Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and Scorpio is a sister sign to Pisces, right? And I was talking about Temperance, where I feel like he lacked the ability to balance that. But see, that is what could have caused him a lot of preparation. Maybe he didn't make good preparation, caused him the grief and anxiety, because he realized, oh shoot, I'm in a bit of a situation now, what do I do? It was quick enough for him. He realized soon enough that whatever the situation happened upon him, or he happened upon a particular situation or an occurrence, he realized soon enough that he wasn't prepared. He wasn't prepared enough, or whatever he had wasn't enough to protect him. He realized pretty soon, and that caused him immediately a lot of grief and anxiety. Absolutely, immediately. immediately. I almost feel like with this card, I feel like he might have felt caged, like he didn't know what to do or where to go. Whew, okay, and then we have the Seven of Cups, right? That came right under his personality, his character. Almost like he's an alpha. His way of thinking, his way of speaking, and that sort of a thing. Seven of Cups, for him, it was all about, I can go and achieve whatever I want. That confidence, that overconfidence, even, I can go and achieve whatever I want. I can go and accomplish whatever I want. And in all honesty, like, he was flying high. I mean, for a brief period in his time, he was very well known in, let's say, the industry or the field or whatever. So he did have a lot of choices. He did have a lot of opportunities that, no matter what he did, he would have ended up being successful just because his trajectory was good, his time was good, maybe the planets all aligned, and of course he put in some effort too. It's not that just the stars did it for him. I mean, I'm sure he's done his, like, he has also, he's directly responsible for his success as well, right? It isn't just that the star said, oh, I'm just going to pick on Bart and make him famous, that type of a thing. Do I have Bernie sap? Bernie. So, but I will tell you, this card is also all about indulgences, excesses. So I wonder if he had, if he was very indulgent, had some excesses, had some weaknesses. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he had certain weaknesses. Okay, let's move on. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, Carriage House, how you doing, girl? Yeah, some of those decks are seriously expensive, girl. Seriously expensive. Extent, yeah, right. Whew. Oh my God. Okay, that's fine. I won't take it. Except that card won't pick up. Come on, buddy. You don't. Oh my goodness. For real. Sorry, y'all. I had to do some. Okay, so then we have the Death card that popped out. A lot of Swords energy, right? It's so. Am I surprised? Not at all. Then we have the Seven of Swords. Oh my goodness, how many swords are we going to get? Then the Four of Swords. This is bizarre. Ooh, it was not a good death, y'all. Not a good death. Two cards popped up here. One is the Seven of Wands here. Lot of sevens. Okay. And then this guy is the Eight of Wands. Okay, how weird is that? So he got the Chariot card, which is 7. He got the, what is this guy? Okay, that's a 9, that's fine. And then he got the 7 of Cups. Then he got the 7 of Wands. Then how many other 7s do we have over here? The Air card is 7. The Tower card is 7. And yes, his 7th house. Oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Virgo is the 7th house. No, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Yeah, Virgo. He died in Virgo season. Excuse me. So 7th house. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Okay, so with the Death card here, I'm going to say, look, y'all, definitely I don't think it was a quick death. I think it was a bit of a painful death. I also believe that so death is, see, it's surprising he got 13 here, the Death card, and here. Oopsie. Oh my God. Right? So I'm going to say I'm not at all surprised with this because I don't think his death was like quick and whatever. I don't think so. I don't think it was quick by any way, shape, or form. I think it was a little bit slow. I also believe there is no conspiracy. I'm not seeing that conspiracy business here. I do believe it was very simply a case of being attacked by a wild animal, that sort of a thing. But I'm also going to say that a lot of scavenging has happened. Okay, might have been attacked by a wild animal, and then of course, it wasn't like, oh, the animal just went for the jugular and he died on the first whatever. No, it was a bit of a painful death. I do see that he, for a brief period of time, he might have thought he could fight and get out of it, but no way did he have the strength to do that. And there was a lot of scavenging, so clearly, that's that. And then, of course, you have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords does talk about feeling restricted, feeling like bound, feeling imprisoned. I think he was in some way incapacitated in terms of he was incapable of protecting himself because of the injuries. So even if he had had a bow and arrow, he would not have been able to do much to protect himself. And also his injuries were pretty severe, I do believe. Then you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords literally means taking a rest, taking a respite, withdrawing, that sort of a thing. And it could also literally mean death too. See, what I'm sensing is, any which way you look at it, I do believe that this guy really didn't stand much of a chance. I am not so much seeing a conspiracy theory here where somebody else of some faction must have come and they knew he was there and then they hunted him down and killed him and fed him to the bears. I don't see that. I do believe it was very simply an attack by animals, or he might have slipped and fallen into some ice cold water or something like that, and ultimately the animals consumed him, something like that. I am not seeing this as murder. I don't see this as suicide. I just see this as nature saying, I've had enough of you, Bart, and that sort of a thing. And then you have the Seven of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands is also talks about self-defense, wanting to protect yourself, that sort of a, granted it's all about wanting to protect yourself against competition, but in this case he tried to protect himself. There was a lot of, if they had found the remains of his body soon enough, or whatever, if they had any remains, they would have seen that there were a lot of defensive wounds. For sure, they would have seen that. And then you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands talks about, speedy action, quick changes, and that sort of a stuff. I do believe that all of this, from the day he went on that trip to the day when they found out that, he is missing or whatever, could not have been any more than a week to 8 days. All that transpired in that period of time. But I'm also saying, like, the moment he realized that, he couldn't protect himself anymore, then it was like he shut down immediately because he knew that there's no way out of it. So he shut down, and that's when death came quickly enough, I can say. So, yeah, maybe just karma from the animals, yeah. Yeah, Steve Irwin also, right? I mean, look at it. He has handled so many like big game and all that stuff, and ultimately a stingray gets him. What are you going to do? Okay, so I'll take that Page of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles, and then we have the Strength card. So let me show you these cards. Page of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Okay, so the Page of Cups does talk about, I don't know if he had anybody in his family or somebody who volunteered to go look for him, or there's also a possibility he might have volunteered for this trip. He might have said, what, I'll go. There is a good chance that he might have volunteered for this trip. But then again, it's almost like, let me do it, let me see what I can find. I'm going in with fresh eyes, that sort of a thing, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody younger than him, maybe somebody who he might have mentored, or some younger member of the family or friend circle might have actually volunteered and said, I want to go and look for him. They might have done some research or searched for him in the wilderness much later as well. Now the Three of Pentacles, yes, Pentacles is all about money, and Three talks about having the support, teamwork, collaboration, that sort of a thing. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is, long-term financial security, etc. I wouldn't be surprised if they were, he did have some collaboration, he did have some support, some teamwork. I'm sure there was a team per se that would have got him there, picked him up, given him supplies, that sort of a thing, but ultimately he was on this by himself. But Ten of Pentacles is telling me I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of the day there might have been some major insurance payout, or maybe some company was like they paid out some settlement or whatever, if he was working for any particular organization or what, I don't know, but there's somebody has received some substantial amount of money because of this. That's what I'm going to say. And this also talks about a completion of a cycle, right? Tens are completions. Then we have the eight, which is the strength card. What are the odds? We have eights and sevens over here. So the strength card does talk about, of course, we know it's a Leo card. It talks about being able to balance emotions and your mind, your state of mind and your emotions, such that, you can have a very balanced approach to whatever it is that you're doing, not letting decisions be made only with your heart, or decisions being made. If you make your decisions only from an emotional standpoint, then you're doing yourself injustice, because you don't have the mental clarity and therefore you don't make right judgments, right? But if you use only your brains and your intellect to make those decisions, then you are completely eliminating the emotional aspect of it. So you can't have one without the other. There is a mix of both, but it's a question of how much, and how much do you balance, how much do you need to find that balance. And any situation, you have to have that emotional balance and that mental clarity as well, to be able to come to a to have good results, plain and simple, right? So I'm going to say, but for him, was he passionate about his job? Yes. Did he have the mental clarity to know what he wanted to do and how he wanted to go about it? Absolutely, he did. But besides the job aspect, see, this was his life. This consumed every single cell, every single breath he took. Right? He was more into this than he would have been a misfit in terms of, regular life, like having families and relationships and getting married and living together and that. He would have been at a complete loss. This was his life. This was everything. This was his identity. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And he was, I'm going to say also, like, whenever, if a stranger were to meet him, they would be able to see that passion in him and that drive that he had for this purpose in his life. Like, he was all in, all completely 100%. Okay. Page of Wands. I do believe this whole endeavor, going off on this little expedition, on this little journey, on this little whatever, it was probably a new project that they were working on or wanting to start. That's what I think this was. So I do believe it was a new project. If he had survived that, I believe that it would have been a completely new project that they were actually working on or wanting to, start, or had just started, or that sort of a thing. So let's put away these cards. Do we have echoes again? That is so weird, y'all. Because it's the same room, you see, that I work from all the time, and this room is not empty by any way, shape, or form. Let me assure you. I have so much stuff in this room, it's not even funny. Alright, so. Right? So. I miss some. Yeah. So. Bernie, why do I have your hair on my lips, Bernie? That's gross. Damn it. Y'all remember never to kiss your Saint Bernard on his head. Okay? And don't ever do it with lipstick on or lip gloss on. Because it gives you hairy lips. Yeah. I kid you not. This boy. So he was basically like a cat on a hot tin roof, today I want to go out, mom, let's go out. And it was hotter than heck, and I was like, I'm not going out in this crazy heat, right? We were up to 82 degrees, and that's hot for me. And so he kept on annoying me, and I was like, oh my God, he's not going to leave me alone. Let's just get it out of the way. So I took him out, me with my hat and full sleeves and all that drama, right? And he was all excited going, but on the way back, oh my God, was he dragging his paws or what? I got so annoyed at him. I was like, and then of course he wants to stop and visit with all the neighbors we have. Oh my God. Oh my God, Alia, you are too kind. Thank you. So we have some neighbors who they're constantly working. Down the street they're working on their yard and stuff like that, and really nice couple. And you like clockwork, you can find them out on their yard working on it. So he sees the lady over there and he's all excited, wagging his tail, and he's like, can I go visit? And so I said, okay. And what does he do? He goes and visits with her and plops down on the grass. And I was like, what the hey, dog? And then she says, oh, we just watered this part a little bit, so it must be cool for him. That's why he's sitting down there. I was like, all right. Hung around there for 10 minutes, and I'm like, boy, I can't stand in the sun. I need to go home. And I come back home, and his full underbelly is all wet, and he's got grass stains, and he's got grass sticking on him. And oh my God, I was like, dog, you crazy. It's crazy. It's like, I'm telling you, yeah, puppy glitter, that's true. Oh my God. Oh, it's not an empty room echo. Okay. I don't know, girl. Let me know, Sunshine Dragonfly. Oh my God. The echo. Yes, echo. Everybody's saying echo. Well, maybe Bart has shown up and he's like, okay, this chick is reading about me. Let's see what she's got to say. Who knows? Puppy glitter, I kid you not, y'all. Seriously. Whenever I take him in my car, of course he's got the windows, I've got the windows down and hanging his head out. When we go on the freeway, I don't put the windows down, the windows are up, because everybody's driving faster, right? On surface streets, I wind it down half. And he sticks his head out, and sometimes I wind it down all the way when I know we are just going whatever. So, by the time we come back home, the sides of the doors, the quarter glass, by the window, the rear, everything drool, like streaks of drool. It is disgusting, right? And this is TMI, y'all. We're talking about dogs now, right? TMI. I don't know. I've always had giant dogs, right? But let me tell you, this boy's drool, the consistency, it's like viscous. That thing won't even fall off. It just hangs. Oh my God. Yeah, I know, right? Eid, yeah, I did send them a card. I went and made a card, Happy Eid, and I dropped it in their mailbox. So they probably are busy. There are a whole bunch of cards out there. They're probably celebrating. So I'm sure I'll get some goodies tomorrow. I'm all excited. Feedback echo, huh? Oh, I don't know, y'all. Is it so annoying to y'all? Let me know if it is really annoying. The only other thing I can think of doing is opening the window, but I don't know how that will help. Sorry about that, y'all. It's nothing I'm doing here. So. Alright, let's get on. Let me see what Bart has to say. Okay. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, let's see what he has to say. If the echo, You know what? Let me turn off the fan. I wonder if that is what is creating it. Hang on, y'all. Give me 1 second, okay? Let me turn off the fan. Maybe that will help. Oh no! No echo. Huh. That is weird, but I'll turn it off anyway. That is so weird because the moment I got up, I heard. Oh wow. Electronic echo. Okay. Alright. I turned off the fan anyway. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Four of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I think it is the energy too because the moment I stood up and I said, I'm going to turn off the fan, I could hear the audio change. Like, it's the weirdest thing, but anyway, I turned off the fan. I don't know. Then we have the Eight of Cups. I will tell you one thing though, this man was not necessarily liked by everybody. I'll tell you that. And then we have the Three of Coins. See, I don't know why I keep seeing this three. I wonder if there are three people who are instrumental in all of this. Three, oh my God, here we go. Betrayal. Wow. Yeah, so now the whole turn. But see, here's the thing. I have to say though, this was in the reverse, y'all. So this is in the upright, but it came up like this, and I'm holding the deck right. So hang on 1 second. There's something else going on here, y'all. There is definitely something else going on here. Hang on. We have the Moon card. Okay. And the Eight again, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, this is taking us in a slightly different direction as well. So there are other factors here. Let's put it that way, okay? So we start off with the Four of Swords. Now the Four of Swords in the traditional tarot does talk about retreat, rest, renewal, solitude, recovery, and death. Hospitalization, that sort of a thing. Ace of Pentacles does talk about a promotion, a new job, a new opportunity, a new investment, a new something. Okay? And then the Eight of Cups talks about leaving something behind and walking away, emotionally checking out, abandoning something, okay? Abandoning a particular situation or an intent or an occurrence or a person or such, but emotionally checking out. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Now the Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork, collaboration, working together, somebody assisting you in your work, a team per se, all of them coming together and working together. Then we have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords talks about divorce, loss, it talks about depression, it talks about surgery, it talks about betrayal, it talks about heartache, that sort of a thing, but it isn't the reverse, all right? So I'm a bit confused. So you have the Three of Pentacles here, which talks about collaboration, and then here it says there is no more betrayal over there. So I wonder what that is. We'll get a clarifier. Then we see Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles in the traditional tarot talks about continuing to focus on your work and continuing to chip away, like keep working, don't worry about anything else. Focus on what you need to accomplish and keep at it, like maintain your focus on your skills, on your work, on your job, that sort of a thing. And then you have the Moon card. The Moon card is saying, yeah, the answer is no. So I'm going to say with this, he did have a circle of support, he did have collaboration, there was a new opportunity, maybe a new project, but he was thinking of wanting to walk away from it, or somebody else walked away from it and they chose not to support him anymore. Maybe it was a case like some company must have said, all right, we'll fund you or finance you or something like that. But I feel like they chose at the last minute to withdraw their support and say, we are not going to fund you this anymore. We are going to detach ourselves and stop being associated with you. So either was it financial funding or was it just the support, like, we endorse him or support him, that sort of a support also very likely. But he did have three people, this 3 has been consistent because this card popped up earlier. So I wonder if it was a group of 3 people, the core group. And then he says, with their support, with the core group support, he didn't feel like this company withdrawing, this support being withdrawn from him, this emotional backing or support. He didn't feel like he was betrayed. He was like, yeah, it's okay, I can deal with it. Under any other circumstances, he could have felt like he was betrayed, but here he was like, yeah, that's fine, we can deal with it. They don't need to endorse me, that's fine. They backed out of the contract, whatever, that's fine, I'm okay with it. I'm just going to continue to work and do what I best can, and somewhere along the line, somebody else is going to pick up, right? But here's the thing, that hope for somebody else to pick up where this other company or individual or group of people left off didn't happen. They were like, no, I don't think we want to associate with this. Okay, here's what I'm saying. What I'm getting is, he was not much appreciated by a certain faction of society, but the other faction were very much all about him. Okay, there were two sides to him. One is conservation and this, that, and the other was literally hunting for pleasure. So that's two complete different things, right? So there is a possibility there were a group of people, there was an organization that really didn't much care for him. Having said that, I'm also going to say he might have done something in his career as a whatever wildlife conservationist, whatever, that were not necessarily all upfront and clear and transparent. Some shady business going on over there. There is also this particular group of people who wanted to contain him, meaning stop him from continuing his trajectory and being so famous. Like they were like, it was like, okay, you reached the top, we gave you many opportunities, there's some aspects that you should have changed, you should have done, you didn't, now we're going to stop you. I see that with the moon card here. I do feel like somebody wanted to kind of clip his wings, basically, and say, okay, he's getting too big for his britches, we need to stop him in his tracks. There was some kind of a drama going on as far as either corporate funding or backing or signing up with a particular organization or group for a new project. Some sort of a legal kind of a push and pull drama was definitely going on. He did not feel like it was a big betrayal because he's like, if these people don't pick up, somebody else will pick up this project and I'll get funded. He had that confidence. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. The Lover's card, which is a Gemini card, a lot of duality, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? He's a Pisces, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we had Mercury pop up over here. The 4th house talks about emotions, home, family, roots, affairs at the end of life. So I do feel with the Lover's card as well, there was something to do with his relationship. Now, yes, the Lover's card, you'll automatically jump and think it is a loved one, so was it his intimate partner? But in this case, I feel like it was somebody who he was very closely associated with as far as work is concerned. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a parting of ways. I think that's the betrayal he felt, that person chose not to back him anymore because they might have had a difference of opinions. Good. And then the Knight of Pentacles. And so the Knight of Pentacles in the traditional tarot does talk about hard work, being reliable, having the patience, and your hard work is going to hopefully pay off. But being reliable, being patient, continuing to work. So yeah, even though he felt that individual withdrew his support or the organization withdrew their support, he's like, doesn't matter, I'm still going to continue to work. I'm still going to put in all the hard work that I'm going to put in, and something will pop up and somebody will pick up the project or fund us or approvals or whatever. He had that kind of a confidence, but it wasn't meant to be because, maybe it was overconfidence also that kind of was like, okay, he goes in there with just a bow and arrow. I don't know, dude. I mean, I wouldn't have the nerve to do that. I wouldn't, I'm sure. I mean, if he had my Max's question is if he wasn't well liked, did he pack all of his gear himself or did somebody else help him pack? I'm sure if he was working in a group, they would have their checklist of his everything packed. I'm sure one person is responsible for this, one person responsible for that, that sort of a thing. But if he was going on this little trip on his own, then he would be responsible for his own kit, right? So I assume Aquarius girl is back. All right, yay. Thank you, my Max. I don't know if others were meant to go and got cancelled. I don't believe this was a legit let's take him out kind of a thing. But hey, who knows, man? Seriously, right? Justice. Yeah, that is so funny. My shirt reminds her of her cat. All right. Oh, that's too funny, girl. Oh, Eight of Swords again. See, now I'm kind of getting a little bit weirded out, y'all. Now I'm seriously getting a little, maybe that's why the echo was all that, maybe his energy was saying, no, there's some other things at play here. So, one, two. See, but here's the thing with the Justice card popping up, it's saying that justice is served. He was restricted, he felt restricted because he felt that justice was going to be served, and justice was served, and he felt like his wings were clipped. There wasn't much he could do to extricate himself from the situation. And then you have the Page of Pentacles, which talks about, a new opportunity, a new whatever. So I wonder if there was some kind of a power struggle between certain organizations and who he was working with, or what was going on. There's something else going on over here, y'all. Was he murdered? I still don't think so. But there's something else going on. I think this last trip of his was had something to do with a bunch of people, an organization, and him and an organization and group of people. Something is going on over here. I do believe he had access to some information that certain people were worried might come out, and people might flip out because of what he had seen and stuff. So they could have been, that could be the reason why higher ups, justice, people who have the ability to judge, to put down the law, to pass a law, to set a rule, to set boundaries. Maybe that's why he felt like he was restricted, because they were afraid that he might spill the beans, and that would cause a lot of trouble for them in terms of getting new projects, new monies, new backing. And so they tried their level best to restrict him or bind him in some way, clip his feathers so he doesn't go out and blab his mouth. There is a possibility there's something else going on over here, y'all. It's not just him. Yes, did he walk off? Yes. Should he have had a gun? Should he have just, what? Yeah, I get all that. Chances of being killed by a wolf and by a Wolverine or a bear or whatever, sure, yeah, all that, yeah, I get it. But oh my god, now I'm hot as heck. And then you have the Queen of Wands pop up. Look at these cards, are beautiful. I love these cards, they're so nice. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles again. What the hey? Look, y'all, this has got something to do with business. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's it. This has got something to do with business too. His disappearance has something to do with that. There is somebody, an organization, a group, an individual who knows what actually happened, but for whatever reason, they will not release it. Now, do I feel like he was killed and consumed by animals? Yes. But now I'm also wondering if the initial blow was by somebody else and he was very conveniently left there for the animals to kind of, get at him. That's a possibility too. Because here's the thing, what this card, when I look at this card, and it's a funny thing, yeah, they all have crowns, but when I look at this card, I feel like, right? I feel like some sort of injury to his oh my goodness, get it together, girl, to his skull, like if somebody takes a heavy something and wonks you on your head type of a thing, you're going to fracture your skull type of stuff, right? I feel like that, but I don't know, I'm confused. I'll fess up, I'm confused. Because initially I didn't think there was any conspiracy murder or anything like that. I just thought he went out in the woods and he died and he was consumed by animals. I also definitely still do believe that he was attacked by animals, but I wondered if somebody incapacitated him first and then hauled ass and left. And then when he must have come to, then he was mauled, he was this, he was that. That is a scenario. Now, was I there? I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm seeing how the cards are playing out. And I'm saying, yes, definitely animals have attacked, animals have consumed him, but this injury will not come from an animal. I don't think so. I don't know, I'm not an expert. So I don't know how animals, the PSI for the bite of a bear and a wolverine and a wolf, I don't know all those things, okay? But this impact, I do believe either somebody must have hit him and blunt force trauma him and must have knocked him out and that's when he got attacked or whatever, or he must have fallen and got hurt and then he was consumed. So that's what I'm saying. But I will say though, it's the funniest thing, even though he might have gotten knocked out and who knows, he might have come to whatever, I do believe that he kind of tried to protect himself, like fend off something until he realized his injuries were too much and then he kind of shut down and he says there's no way out of it. That's what I'm saying and that's what I'm sticking to. And the Wheel of Fortune does talk about, things may have been hidden for a long time as to the whys and wherefores, but I do believe there is a group of people or there are individuals here who completely know, who know what happened, but they just don't want to open that can of worms for any reason, and probably because it's going to be a can of worms and then things are going to get hairy for certain groups of people, certain individuals, certain organizations. So I don't know why though, unless they are guilty of having contributed to his demise. You know what I mean? So I'm going to leave it at that. That's a weird thing. It's very rarely that you get one message and then it starts evolving and it shows you something else that also contributed to it. It's just bizarre, but I can only tell you what my cards tell you, and that's what they're saying. All right. Wait. Sherilyn says there were some who thought he might have been a target for Russian mafia, but how? Could have been, like I said, he could have fallen too and hurt his head and must have gotten knocked out and may have been a little dizzy and woozy and all that stuff, and then an animal attacks, as is you're not all together, and if an animal attacks, even if you're all together, if a bear attacks, oh my god, and then if you're slightly woozy in the head, you're still even more weaker, right? Could have been. I don't know the details of his case, so I couldn't tell you. I don't understand how anybody can go off into the wilderness with just a bow and arrow. Yes, I agree. If you go to Africa and all that, a lot of those tribal people, even till today, you will see them hunting with bows and arrows and all that stuff. I get it, but I don't know. I'm just whatever. So if you have no questions about this guy, then we can move on to Y'all, I am dying. It's so hot. I have the AC on at 70 degrees. I should drop it down to 68. Okay, now we can move on to Maile Elizabeth Hanson. So, like I said, a shout out to Sunshine Dragonfly. Thank you so much for this suggestion. Oh, you know what I wanted to share? Remember that day I did that reading for that young kid in England, Andrew Gosden? I think Andrew Gosden. Well, I got an email. I said in that reading that there is another young child very similar to him who also vanished at the same time as Gosden did, and because that's what the cards were showing me. And I get this email from this lady. I don't know. I suppose I can look it up, but I'll be wasting time doing that. I should give her a shout out, right? Oh my God! I wish I could tell you, y'all. See, I should have made a note of it. Oh my God, I have it in the email, but she sends me an email, and you know who you are, so a shout out to you, honey. I want to say, she sends me an email and she says, oh my God, around the same time, another young kid was also picked up, just like this kid, Gosden. He was also wearing glasses, apparently around the same age, and brilliant child, very academically oriented. Where is her email? I don't know. I should have made a note of it, y'all. I'm so terrible. So they are like, she says like exactly as you said, and I was like, oh my God, thank you for. Yeah, I should go back and look at that. Could have fallen out of, yeah. I'm gonna turn on the fan, y'all. Seriously, I'm dying. I'm so sorry. Okay, I am so sorry. Oh, that thing, I better not. The echo, I better not start again, Bernie. I'm just saying, buddy boy. Oh my goodness, boo. Watch out, baby. Watch out. All right. So. All right. Okay. Oh, absolutely, my pleasure. Girl, thank you. I turned on the fan because I was like, no. So Maile Elizabeth Hanson, apparently she wasn't born in Hawaii, in Maui. I've traveled there, I've been there, so I'm quite familiar over there. It's beautiful though. Kauai, Maui, the big island, and a couple of other islands there. So anyhow, so she was born somewhere else in the mainland, right, stateside, and then she was there, I don't know, for a vacation or whatever. In fact, Sunshine Dragonfly can attest to that. She didn't give me much information, and I'm fine by it. Even Gypsy Girl, all she gave me was her date of birth and when she was reported missing, and I got one picture, which is the standard picture. Sweet girl. Let me take a look at her picture actually one more time. Never hurts, right? Hang on. Wait, no, okay. She's very, very sweet. In this picture, she looks like she's got green eyes and dark hair. Very sweet. Oh my God. So she was born in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Oh no, that was what's his name? Bart Schleyer. Sorry. Maile Elizabeth Hanson was born on July 7th, 1989 in Franklin, Tennessee. And date of death is August 26, 2018 in Maui, Hawaii. Her body was found on the side of the highway. So we don't know whether she died that day or, she was found that day, but they will assume that whatever. Hey Karen, how are you? Good to see you. All right. So Maile Elizabeth Hanson, she was born on July 7th, 1989. She's a Cancerian. She died on August 26, 2018. She died in Virgo season. Guess who else died in Virgo season? Bart Schleyer. He also died in Virgo season. What are the odds, right? So for Maile, we have the first house, which is Cancer, which is yourself, how you present yourself, etc. Then she has the third house. If she's a Cancerian, we have, and what are the odds that Bart and Maile are both water signs? He was a Pisces and she's a Cancerian. Look at the synchronicities here, y'all. Both of them are water signs, sister signs, both died in Virgo season. Weird. So I wonder why. I wonder whether that's why I'm doing both their readings on one day, right? So again, disclaimer, these are my opinions, my observations. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own due diligence and form your own opinions. Do your own research, okay? So, oh, she moved to Maui as a young girl. Okay, all right. So, let's see. So, Cancer, she's got third house, right? So, 1, 2, third house is Virgo, and fifth house is Scorpio, and then I see the ninth house active here also. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ninth house is Pisces. Y'all, this is really weird, y'all. Okay, so think about it. Bart is a Pisces. She's a Cancerian. Sister signs, water signs. He died in Virgo season. She died in Virgo season. For her, her ninth house is active, and as a Cancerian, your ninth house would be. Hang on. Your third house is Virgo, and your ninth house is Pisces. What are the odds, right? It's weird. Okay, so let's take a look. Hawaii is beautiful, but would I want to live there forever? If I move to Hawaii and live in a place like that, I don't want any tourists around. Because I'd be annoyed with all these tourists coming in and making a mess, right? She was last seen with her boyfriend, and I know, isn't it, Delvin? The coincidences are so weird. First house for both of them are active. Think about that. Both of them, their first houses are active, like very active. She was last seen with her boyfriend and her best friend. Let me take a look at a picture again. Let me see if she's going to pop up. Okay, Maile girl. That's crazy. Yeah, that's true. There are no such things as coincidences too. Yeah, you're right, Suzy Q. Absolutely. But both of them died in states that were not their home state. Both of them had to cross water. He had to cross water to go to wherever in Alaska. She had to cross water to go to Hawaii. Think about that for a second. Mysterious deaths for both of them. She said. But you're right, absolutely, because I don't think tourists really appreciate and understand, respect the locals, right? For most part, they're like all there. Oh, I'm on a vacation. I paid all this money. I'm going to create a big ruckus and make a fool of myself. I don't care about the locals. That's usually the attitude, unfortunately. So we have Aquarius pop up for her, okay? And we have Virgo. Oh, I'm going to freak out now because Virgo is when she died, August 26th. Then we have the Sun card. Scorpio, wow. Didn't he also get the Scorpio card? Bart, he did, right? And Jupiter. He got the Jupiter card too. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Let me get her thing. So first house is herself. Okay. Fifth house talks about love affairs and speculation. Third house talks about immediate environment and short trips. Ninth house talks about higher education, intellect, distant travel, father, that sort of a thing. And yes, the father has popped up as the sun card, the masculine energy. So we have Aquarius here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th house, which talks about secrets. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus, which is sudden shocks and changes. And the moon card, a lot of emotions. Virgo is Mercury. 1, 2, third house is Virgo, Mercury. Something transpired very suddenly in her immediate environments while she was on a short trip. Immediate environment could be environment as in geographical environment, around the house, around the neighborhood, around the city, or immediate environment could also be the people around her and that sort of a thing. But whatever transpired when she was on a short trip, right? It didn't happen at home. It happened while she was going somewhere, a short trip, a short journey. Whoever was in the immediate environment of her has some vague knowledge as to what might have happened. So it's not like they don't know anything, they do know. The father is the central figure over here, which is the sun card, and sun rules Leo. Leo is the second house. It also has something to do with her values, her talents, her possessions, her ability to earn income. So I'm going to say she might have been pretty strong in terms of how she valued herself and her ability to earn income, whatever her possessions may be, wanting to accomplish this, that, and the other in life. Meaning a kid who was, she was 29, right, when she passed. 89, yeah, 29. She was not one of those to do kind of people, right? She knew she had to work, she had to do this, so she had that level of responsibility and cognizance. There's also a lot of looking up to dad. Either she was closer to her dad, there are two extents to this. Either she was super close to her dad or her dad was non-existent in her life. Then we have Scorpio, which is Cancerian sister sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth house again. See, her fifth house is again active. Fifth house talks about speculation, love affairs, and kids. So, well, I don't know if she had kids. I doubt it. But speculation. There was a lot of speculation. Now, can somebody tell me whether the best friend was male or female? AALI says hi. Ali. Hi, Ali. This is the first time I think I'm seeing that name, but welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. Thank you for joining us. Can somebody let me know if her best friend was a guy or a girl? And then we have Jupiter. Jupiter rules Pisces and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th house talks about discipline and habits and work and health. Okay, this is weird, y'all. This is weird. I am going to go so far as to say, were there some shenanigans going on between her boyfriend and her best friend? And was that a big secret that was being kept from her? I don't know whether the best friend was a male or a female. I don't know. She was going to a 24-hour store. They are few and far between, I get it. But was her best friend a girl or a guy? Either way, it says there's some shenanigans going on between the two of them. So, and she secrets. Female but masculine. What? Female but masculine? What do you mean? Female and masculine? What? Sunshine Dragonfly, you're not making any sense in that. At least I'm not understanding what you're saying. Female but masculine. Yeah, infidelity, I would think so. But I don't know what she's saying. I don't find much at all about. But see, I don't know what Sunshine Dragonfly is saying. Female but masculine. I don't know what she means by that. Hey, Rock and Robin. Am I just seeing Rock and Robin now? Sorry. There's some shenanigans going on over there, y'all. But see, it talks about values, talents, and possession and ability to earn income. And, well, yeah, that makes sense. And, friend was a woman. And, okay, get it. So, if they are will secrets, etc., there are talking about how she presents herself, how people look at her, her values, her talents, her possessions, her ability to earn income, that sort of a thing, speculation, love affairs. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. Oh God, I gotta be so careful saying this stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some shenanigans going on between the best friend and the boyfriend, and whether they might have tried to force her into some sort of a, I will try to put it in such a way so that I don't say those words, some sort of a activity where she was not necessarily naturally drawn to it, but that particular activity could have earned them some money. And she might have been forced to do that. And I do believe that these two have something. Look, I'll tell you, the people who were with her that day most certainly know what has transpired, but they are not saying anything. Okay? They might have been up to some shenanigans, just because you're in Hawaii, that's not to say that, illegal drugs are not available. Either they were doing something like that and she must have found out, they didn't like it, or they might have forced her to do something and, got her high on something and forced her to do something, only to realize when she came to that, oh my God, they're trying to push me into doing these things because they got money out of it. That's a possibility too, right? So, and then she realized and then she flipped out, right? So that's a high possibility. Oh my God, I can't, y'all. Knight of Cups. A charming prince with romantic intentions, proposals. Okay, who is the charming prince? Her boyfriend? Okay. But it is not genuine charm. I mean, it's not genuine romance, like genuine affections. It's like an empty proposal. Judgment is Pluto. She was willing to forgive and forget. She was willing to forgive and forget his indiscretions. And she was willing to give it a chance to start afresh. Water, right here. This card is a bit freaky, y'all. You know what this looks like? This looks like somebody sitting on a boat or a dock or a deck, and it looks like this bird is trying to push that person into the water. Seriously, I kid you not. Look at this picture. Look at where the crow's talons are. It's the weirdest thing. I could be imagining it, but that's how I see it. But anyhow, and Pluto is regeneration. Pluto is like forgive and forget. Okay, let's start afresh. See, now the water is coming up. We have Scorpio, which is water. We have Aquarius, and then you have the Sun card. Sun card is a yes card for me. It signifies yes. It does signify that yes, whatever it is that I've been thinking or saying, it's almost like saying yes. We have two sun cards. Think about it. Here's the sun card. So definitely male is involved. Somebody who she had a lot of, in this case on top it's the father, a father missing, a father very, very attached to her, and she's very attached to the father. But here with the sun card, it talks about a promise of good times, a promise of new things happening, a promise of progress, a promise of repair, resurrection, realigning, fresh start, going ahead on a new journey, because it's almost like she forgives him for his transgressions and he says, okay, let's start afresh and let's go forth, happy times, new horizons, let's try all over again. It is said that she drowned, but there was only very little water where she was found. She wasn't moved. Six of Cups, a lot of water energy. Wishing to rewind and to pick up where we used to be. Rewind and going back to the way things were so we can start afresh. This also talks about exchanging of affections, okay? Reunions and going back and reconnecting to the way things were in the past, or reconnecting with somebody else in the past, and exchanging those affections that you might have felt in the past. Yeah, you can actually drown in a couple of inches of water. But see here again, this card, this is again rest, recuperation, withdrawal, and death. This card popped up for him too. And Two of Swords. So it's time to compromise and make a decision. But I do believe that whoever this was, who she was trying to reconnect with, or the hope that they could go back to the way things used to be, that person is the one who might have contributed to her situation, okay? And I'm also going to say this talks about, okay, we have to make a decision right here, or we let all this compromise our safety and security. Before she went with the two that night, she was literally out in the middle of a bay and they went out and made her go with them. Oh my God. Yeah, so Dragonfly did say that they say she drowned. So maybe the autopsy says that she drowned. And it's true, you can drown even in a couple of inches of water, right? Like when you drink a lot of water really fast, there's a chance you could, And then we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's the three of them. They were busy feeling all happy and partying and enjoying themselves, and something, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of a consumption going on. Look at them. Definitely some sort of a consumption. So maybe she might have consumed something, or they tried to force her. She might have said, no, I don't want to. Or maybe she said, okay, I will. And then she kind of blacked out and fell over in a couple of inches of water and must have drowned. And they must have thought that, oh, she's just sleeping off. We'll let her sleep off. That's a high possibility too. Oh, I'm like, okay, she goes, Courtney says she's like an FBI agent for Facebook, and then she goes, and in one of her pictures, she says she mentions having jealous ex-boyfriend issues, okay. Oh my God. Courtney, she's our Facebook FBI. So next time we have anything regards to Facebook, let's assign Courtney. I think Courtney will be awesome. Courtney, are you up for that? We'll call you our FBI, our in-house FBI agent. That is so cool. Thank you for sharing that, Courtney. There's a sense of resignation I feel right now, y'all. It's like, what can I do? That kind of a sensation, and I know it's not me. And then here we have the Ten of Wands, resignation, feeling so burdened, feeling very burdened, feeling like it's too much of a burden to carry. Her best friend told you about the puddle herself. Oh, so you know her best friend. Okay. So that's why you're saying that she's female but masculine, because, okay, get it, okay. So her best friend should have told you what happened too, right? If she was involved or not, or maybe she won't fess up to it. Ace of Cups, look y'all, there is some sort of a substance thingy going on here. There is 100% something was given to her, or she partook of something that must have knocked her out or something like that. It was an overflowing of that, an excess of a particular substance. You're right, Delvin. Okay, Courtney, next time we need some research done on Facebook, we'll ask you. Okay? That's cool. All right, y'all. Y'all, there was something to do with substances. Overflowing substances, excesses. It's also an overflowing of emotions card, uncontrollable, lot of anger, that kind of an emotion. I'm not sensing this to be an offer of emotions. This is like that excessively angry, animosity, overwhelming amount of emotions, that sort of a thing. Wheel of Fortune, here we go again with the Wheel of Fortune. Didn't he also get the Wheel of Fortune card? Oh my God. Wait, when did she pass? She passed in 2018, right? So 1 to 10. Did something pop up with regards to this case 10 months to a year after she passed and died down again? Sunshine Dragonfly, can you clarify that for us? Oh, yeah, Susie Q, Sherilyn Dick. Okay, so Susie Q is a group librarian. Oh, that's so cool. I love this. That is so cool. So, Sunshine Dragonfly, can you let us know if anything 10 months to a year of her passing, yes, okay, so substance is guaranteed. So 10 months to a year after her passing, did something pop up about the case and it died down again? I think so. Well, let's see. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my God, that guy got the Knight of Pentacles too. I'm freaking out, y'all, because you've seen me. I shuffle the cards, right? And I shuffle the cards every time I pull out another card. What are the odds that we get so many cards? Similarities. Knight of Pentacles, patience and hard work is required to be able to resolve this case. So Sunshine Dragonfly says, yes, 10 months to a year after she passed, something popped up in the case and it died down. I'm going to say patience and hard work will help resolve this case. This case can be resolved, but it is going to take a lot of patience, a lot of hard work, a lot of doing due diligence, reopening, reinvestigating. Money is going to be offered as a reward. Yeah, the universe does work in mysterious ways. There is no doubting that. And then you have the Empress card over here. The Mother, ruled by Venus. The mother has to take charge. She has to take control. She has to take charge. She has to start pushing. It's probably very, very difficult. She has to really kind of rile everybody up. And then if she does, they will be able to reopen the case and figure this one out. Doesn't seem the cops are active on the case. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way things work out sometimes, right? Sometimes it just, and let's face it, sometimes the cops, like, they kind of profile and they say, oh yeah, and leave it, We, on the other hand, feel that they shouldn't. They should take every single case into consideration. Yeah, I get all that, but Two of Cups. Heartbroken. Two of Cups. Very heartbroken. Somebody has seen a part of what transpired. Somebody has witnessed a part of what transpired. They did not know what exactly was going on, but they kind of saw some of it. All right? And they could have been a passerby, could have been somebody who was somewhere around, or just happened to turn and look and there was something going on there and they didn't pay attention and they walked off. But this is definitely talking about a loss of love and affection between two people, being very heartbroken, being very sad, feeling very torn, that sort of a thing. Well, when you say Maui Police Department has an issue of owning the island, then basically they can do whatever they want. Nobody's asking, right? Knight of Cups again pops up, y'all, after the Two of Cups. Yeah, y'all, this is feeling very heartbroken about a particular person who she thought was her Prince Charming or whoever, he made empty promises to her, empty declarations of love. So I don't know what that drama is. Hey Angela, how are you doing? Good to see you. So many cups, y'all. Here we have this too, Bart got, right? 7 of Cups. Yeah, she feels very, very disappointed by this person because he was off indulging himself into he was dipping a stick in all other different kinds of wells, y'all. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And she's sitting here and saying, okay, this is ridiculous. Her mom needs to her mom is the one who can start, but then imagine 2018, it's been like August, not even 4 years, 3.5 years. And it's difficult, right, for a parent too, also when they fall into depression and they get into that, to again mobilize themselves and reopen the wounds, and it's got to be so difficult. All right, you guys. All right, Afro-Human. Enjoy. Oh my God, Justice. Y'all, I'm telling you, this card too popped up for Bart. I am so over the similarities. It's like crazy. Hang on, Gypsy Girl. I see your question. Justice is served. During the Libra season. When is Libra season? Libra. October to September. September 23rd to October. Let's watch out. Something is going to pop up around how's Bernie, Angela Smith. Oh, he's fine. Thank you for asking. He's laying down right here. So I do believe that around the Libra season, something may again pop up about this case. I'm going to say with the Justice card, decisions will be made. And this is also asking, the universe is asking the family to maintain balance, okay? Not to let the emotions get out of control, to maintain balance. Emotion, it's so difficult. It's easy for us to say. And approach it from a very, what's the word? Not show the emotions too much, but say, we want this resolved, with that kind of determination and that sort of a thing. So the case will be reopened. Watch out around the Libra season. Sunshine Dragonfly, keep us posted, okay? Because I feel something around this Libra season is going to pop up. To answer your question, I feel like this was her second point of exit. She could have protected herself. This could have been avoided. I think if she wasn't under, if she might have partaken of something. If she hadn't partaken of that, or I don't know whether she was forcibly given that, she would have got. She would have. I really see. I'm seeing her like she's given something, and then she kind of felt dizzy, and she fell because she was like, whatever, and that's when she drowned. That is what I see as a great possibility. Both of the two birthdays are in October. Whose birthdays? Whose birthdays? Both of the two birthdays are in October. Whose birthdays? Okay. Sunshine Dragonfly has to answer that question. The Queen of Cups. 3. Again, the 3 in the reverse. And the Lover's card. Y'all, I'm telling you that both of these cases, I know, isn't it? It's crazy. So we have the Queen of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the Lover's card in the upright, which is the Queen of Cups is talking about somebody who is very quick to draw the sword. This person can be very critical, very harsh, very cruel in her verbiage, in her language. It was almost like, my God, like tone it down. You don't have to be so rude. You don't have to be so harsh. She's really harsh. And when she says, okay, let me say, this is the person who you don't want to take advice from. And even if she forcibly gives her advice, take it with a pinch of salt, because this individual is giving you advice from a place not of experience and maturity, but a place of experience and hatred and animosity and angst and like she had a bad experience, so she's going to base her advice on her bad experience, not from a place of genuinity and neutrality. So this is somebody who is like really going to, oh, I don't like this Queen of Cups energy. I don't know if the Queen of Cups is the other female. So I have a feeling that Maile might have had some conversations with this female who is her friend. I think it is her. And that friend, whatever she told her wasn't genuine advice. She was just being very sarky, very bitchy, very sarcastic, and almost like, knowingly giving her ill advice. And then you have the 3 of Swords in the reverse. By that point, it's too far gone. It really doesn't matter, because now everything is out in the open. The betrayal, everything is out in the open. And this has got to do with the Lover's card, which is her significant other. This is a messy situation. This is definitely a messy situation. And to answer Gypsy Girl's question, where is her thing? I do believe this was her second thingy. But who knows, y'all? Well, it so happens to be I see I don't have her time of birth, and I could have done her chart and figured that out, so we'll just leave it at that. I already answered that question earlier. Yeah, we can put some letters, right? Sure, you can see that. My little owl thingy, isn't she cute? I really like this. Well, it won't show on this, but anyway. So I got alphabets and letters and numbers. So let me see, if it is numbers I disregarded, if it is letters I will keep it. Sounds like the friend. So I have Q. Okay. I have two, well, I have 7 and 1, or 1 and 7. Wait. So I'll keep the numbers to the side. I won't consider it at the moment, but I'll keep the numbers to the, oh my goodness. Q, U, B, and I. So I have 4. Did I just move my computer? Okay, so I have Q. Let me type it out. I don't know what this means. Q, U, B, I. Q, U, B, I. V as in Victor, K as in Kansas, M as in Maile. So that's what I got. Oh my God. Q, U, B, I, V, K, M. I don't know what that means. The energy I get from her is resignation, like just tired. Oh my God. Y'all. You know what the worst thing is, y'all? Getting dog hair, fine dog hair, in your eyeball. Oh my God. And on top of that, when you're wearing contact lenses, oh my God, you just want to smack somebody because it's so painful, so annoying, so irritating. And it has happened to me quite a few times, and I take off my lenses and I clean it and I put them back on, or sometimes I just take off my lenses because my eyes are so irritated and put some drops on it, but still it's like so aggravating. I can't deal with that. Oh my God. Yeah, I got a couple of those. There's some in the other room though. Those Mark got me a couple. I should show you guys. This is really cool. This is one that Mark got me. This is, I don't know what stone it is. I have that box and that certificate. It's really cool. It's fairly heavy. Oh God, wait. Yeah. It's really nice. I like it. Then I have a couple around somewhere else. I won't take them out now. And I have some nice pendants and some like paperweights and stuff like that too. Probably. Oh my God, I know. Probably the fan. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know, but you know, I prefer contacts, but sometimes it's like, you know, easier just to wear the glasses. And when my allergies kick up, my eyes get super dry, so I try not to wear contacts at that time, even though they're the daily lenses and I have all that solution and this and that and all that stuff. Thank you. There we go, it's a green. So I try not to wear it when I have allergies in my eyes. I feel that they are really dry. I won't wear it. I know my Manx owls are really cool. I have quite a few of those. I have some needlepoint stuff that of owls, and believe it or not, some that my mom had done way back when. I still have that. And I remember doing one when I was in the 8th grade. I still have it. I just haven't framed it. It's still sitting in its, little baggy. Yeah, they are so beautiful though. Yeah. Yeah, that hurts too. Oh my god. Y'all, you know what's the worst thing? Oh my god, okay, look, the judgment card pops up again. So the judgment card is Pluto. It talks about forgiveness and forget, right? Forgive and forget. But that's the thing. But she's a Cancerian. Pluto rules Scorpio. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth house again. See, fifth house. Fifth house talks about love affairs, speculation, etc. And her first, fifth, third, and ninth house were active. So I think she is at a place where she forgives and forgets. She has forgiven and forgotten his transgressions, whoever this guy is, and wanting to move on. This is terrible, y'all. Did she have anything to do with the medical field? Was she like studying to be a nurse or a nurse practitioner or EMT or something like that? Sunshine Dragonfly, can you tell us? Was Mary studying to be a nurse or working for a doctor's office or EMT or first aid or urgent care? Or was there anybody in that group who was in that? Oh yeah. Don't put it out here though, Sunshine Dragonfly. Or I don't care if you want to put it out here or not, but then I don't know if. You know what? Just send it to me via email. If you have it, and if you can send it right now, I'll do a quick math on that. Really? Yeah. Just email it to me, Sunshine Dragonfly. Don't put it on this chat thing though. Watch out for Libra season. Wow, fibro, my god, girl. But see, that's the thing, after my drama with lupus, all these years going undiagnosed, the fact that they've diagnosed it, I'm happy about that. Like, at least I know what I'm dealing with. Let me see if Sunshine Dragonfly sent me the email of their date of birth and their name. Okay, she says she will. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me watch for her email. Okay, as soon as her email comes in, I will. I'm just waiting for her email, y'all. As soon as she sends me the email, I can do it. I just don't want that information to be here. So, let's see. Yeah, I will do maybe, I don't know, blog or a video or something. Okay, she's working on it. All right, that's fine. It'll bing and then I can go get it. That's fine. So any of y'all have any specific questions for me? Please don't ask me to do a reading for summer. I'm not. I'm just not. Okay? And because I still get emails. Oh, can you do a reading for summer? Can you do a reading for summer? No. Yeah, absolutely. Afro-human, yeah. It's good to share so that, just exchanging our experiences helps others better understand what they may be going through, right? Not everything that the doctor says is really clear. The doctor will sit and explain to us all day long, but still, the doctor is not experiencing these things. So when you talk to somebody else who's going through the same illnesses or the same situations or issues or problems, then we get a better understanding because that person is experiencing it, right? So that does, I'm not in any way dissing doctors, but unless the doctor himself or herself has personally experienced that. So it's crazy. So, all right, I don't know. So when Sunshine Dragonfly sends their information, we'll look at it. If I don't get it, maybe next time I can do a quick recap. So that's fine. Any questions you have with regards to this case, y'all? Anybody? Oh, she did send it. Great. Let's see. There we go. It just popped up. Thanks. Oh my God, I was going to call you by your real name. I'm glad I didn't. We just want to make sure that safety and security, right? Okay, let me do this really quick. All right, let's take a look. Okay. Oh, both of them are October. Oh, that's why you said that. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so 10, 1993, when was she born? 89. Okay, and then 10/24, 1980. Oh, she was so much older than her, huh? Because the female friend was born in 1980, but Maile was born in 89, so the female friend was 9 years older than her. Maile was 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Oh wow, I had to count right. But he was born in 93, so he is 4 years younger than her. So let's take a look, okay? So 10, 20, 29, 30, 31, 32. So that's a 5. So 10, 9 is a Virgo. No, a Libra. 10, 9. Libra. So he's a Libra. And she's a Scorpio. Right? So, what is this? 6, 7. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. This is a 7. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. So let's see. Robert. So 1, 6, 2, 5, 2. So let's take a look. So 10, 10, 21, 22, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60. Okay. Then for her, what is it going to be? 3, 6, 3, 3. Okay, 9. R-A, correct? 1, B. 2, 8. Oh my God, y'all. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, 59, 64, 67, 70, 73. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look, okay? I'm not going to mention their names just for the sake of my own security. Hey Brenda, Chick, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. There she is. Okay. So, he was born, he's a Libra, okay, and she is a Scorpio. We're talking about Maile's friends. So he is a Libra and she is a Cancerian. So Libra is her Libra is the 4th house. Emotions, okay, that sort of a thing. And then she's a Scorpio and Maile is a Cancerian. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th house. See, for Maile, we had the 1st, 5th, and 3rd house active, right? So Scorpio is 5 houses from Cancer, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exactly. And Libra is 1, 2, 3, 4 houses from Cancer. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. And then she has the 7th house too. So I'm going to say definitely these two people in some way, shape or form are definitely interwoven with this case. They know something, they've seen something, they've known something, or they've seen something, or they might have some way contributed, but they will not come forward. I'm going to say around October, the Libra season, something is going to pop up again about this case. Now, I will also tell you one more thing. Wait, did we see a Virgo? Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, Cancer. Okay, so 6th house. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses, Sagittarius. Yes, these cards did pop up. And then you have the 1st house, which is Scorpio. Yes. And then you have the 7th house. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God. Well, this is a terrible situation. I'm going to pull 2 cards for him and I'm going to pull 2 cards for her. It is intertwined. Like, hey Sharon. Yeah, happy Mother's Day weekend, everybody. Thank you, Brenda. Good to see you here, Brenda. But thank you for reminding us about Mother's Day weekend. So we have the King of Cups. I'm going to pull 2 cards for him, right? And then we have the Hermit card, right? And for her, actually 3 cards. And I don't know which one this is. That's the Moon card. For her, let's pull out, that is her friend. We have the Star card, right? We have the Ace of Swords. I'm not surprised. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, let's break this down, right? So, with him, I'm just going to call him. He has popped up as being a Libra based on his birthday. King of Cups, the Hermit card, and the Moon card. Remember the Justice card kept popping up. That was a Libra card. So King of Cups, he is holding on to his emotions. Very deceptive as far as his emotions are concerned. And he has completely withdrawn, y'all. It's almost like an alienation of affections from her, and he has also now kept his emotions under control. He has completely shut her down, and a lot of introspection. He has literally become a hermit in the sense that he won't talk about it. There's a lot of soul searching going on, but whatever soul searching he does, I will tell you, as far as he is concerned, I do not trust him. If he is the one who has been stepping forward as the Prince Charming, yeah, I'm not buying it. And the Moon card clearly says that lot of mystery, lot of hidden stuff, not transparent, lot of emotional kind of twists and turns. This guy, I am not too happy with this card, because it is showing that this guy, there's something very fishy about him, literally very fishy about him. Now let's take a look at her. Now she is a Scorpio. We have the Star card, right? The Star card is an Aquarius card. So 1, 2, 3, 4th house. Again, something to do with emotions, okay? And again, see, this is unexpected. Well, she claims to be the one who provided the support and help, but I don't think she really came through, because we have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is talking about this Aquarius. Hey, what's going on with you, buddy? This Aquarius literally just cut Maile out. Like, it's almost like, or has just cut. Oh, whoa, I missed it. Hang on a second, let me finish this. I feel like she has completely just eliminated, or she had completely kind of detached herself from Maile, or just cut the cord, like no emotions. So all the help that she said, oh, I'm always going to be supporting you, I'll be there for you, bullshit. Pardon my language, bullcrap. Then you have the Knight of Wands. In the traditional tarot, the Knight of Wands talks about somebody who is very creative, free-spirited, not afraid to take action, that sort of a thing. But here's the thing. This person is very iffy for me. This is somebody who will not hesitate to change her words around in a heartbeat. I don't think this person gives a flip about anybody else. She's all about saving her own behind. That's what I'm saying. So wait. Somebody said something about jail. Sunshine Dragon 5 says he is in jail for unrelated issues. Oh, interesting. Hermit card, restrictions, going inward, solitude. Interesting. Is it for a violent offense though? Oh, for thefts. Yeah, I'm telling you, Courtney, this is, yeah, exactly. Ding dang ding along and ding dang ding alang as well. Ding dong ding along and ding dang ding. Here, let's get that straight. So for a male, it is ding dong ding along, and for a female, it's ding dang ding alang. Okay, that's how I remember it. I mean, those are my words. Okay. So this is so. If they crack down on her, they will get the info. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. All right. Any other questions? Then we'll shut this thing down. I have one question to ask her. Oh no, Susie, I was just messing with you. No need to apologize. That's how I know the male and the female. Like I have them even. Bernie! Oh my god, why are you scratching your ear? What's bothering you? I have to go brush him out. Yes, Bernie. 4 of Wands. Yes, y'all, this case will be resolved. 4 of Wands. Okay, 6 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups. This case will be resolved. it is going to take some time. There's going to have to be a bargaining tool here. Like I said, if they tap into that chick, it's like, okay, I'll give you this for that. Like, I may cut you some slack if you give me the information, that kind of a thing. And Two of Cups is going to show up the betrayal. Yes. When my mic says ding dang dingity dong. Rockin' Robin says she has to leave early. Tornado warnings. Oh my goodness. Happy Mother's Day to everybody, and take care, Rockin' Robin. Be safe. Be safe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all. Let's stop at that, okay? In the years, telling him to sneak the treats. Yeah. He's the usual. He's like, oh my God, the emotional blackmail every single day. I try not to make eye contact with him because it's the weirdest thing. He, like, just today I was while having dinner, I was telling Mark, I said, why does he always stare at me when I'm eating, but when you're eating, he never makes eye contact with you? And so Mark goes, because he knows I won't give him table scraps. Well, I don't. I try not to. But it's like, I feel so guilty. Then I go give him something healthy that, like, yeah, every single time he gets me. Yeah, let us know, Sunshine Dragonfly, how this case turns out. I mean, that sort of a thing. So, hopefully you will keep this information private and not share with that chick, right? So, be safe, everybody. So let's call this a 10-4. I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Thank you so very much for joining me, for your taking your time out of your lives on a Friday evening to join me. I do appreciate you all. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. So thank you, Susie Q, Scout Inquirer, Courtney, okay, our librarian, our FBI agent, Delvin, Brenda Chick, Sherilyn, Gypsy Girl, thank you, My Manx 100, Rockin' Robin, Elizabeth Aguiano, Sherilyn Schaffner, Sunshine Dragonfly, of course, thank you, Alia, Courtney, yes, I did mention her name. So who else do we have here? We had a few people. Brenda Chick, yes. I hadn't seen Brenda in a while. I'm so good to see you here. Delvin, Scout Inquirer, yes. And who else am I missing? Ali Ali. And another person, Ali, A-A-L-I. I don't know who that is, but thank you. Why am I missing names now? Shoot. Where are all the names? Moon and Stars, there we go. Rockin' Robin, I didn't mention her name. My Manx 100, Elizabeth, okay. So I don't know, y'all. I'm clearly missing Ali, A-A-L-I. Hello, and thank you for joining us. What? Auntie, thank you for joining us. Delvin, Afro-Human, Aquarius Girl. So thank you so very much for joining today. Thank you, everybody. Blessed be. Right? Happy Mother's Day to you and your moms and the moms in your life, right? And I'm going to say 10-4 to everybody. Thank you so very much. We'll catch up again. Of course, this week I missed the Monday and the Wednesday video. I just got so caught up with work, y'all. So I'm going to try and get ahead of the game and record something for Monday as well as Wednesday. We'll see which one I'm wanting to do. So keep your comments coming. I so appreciate all of you. Thank you so very much. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe. I know there's some bad weather going around. So I saw it on the news too. So stay safe. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to log out now, okay? Wait, I need my glasses. God knows I can't see without them. Okay. Have a good weekend, everybody. Oh, Starlight, you joined us a little late, honey, just when we were saying goodnight. Oh, well, thank you though, at least for stopping by. We're just about saying, Sherilyn, thank you. We're just about saying 10:04. So hopefully you'll catch us early the next time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But thank you for stopping by, Starlight. Have a look at the replay and then let us know, okay? So much love to all of you all. Take care and see you next one. Bye. All right.